don't know. It could be dangerous.
Yep. But let's move on to the co-main event of the evening. We got a heavyweight matchup between Tanner Boser, who just fought a couple weeks ago. He is coming in 19-8-1 with and is the minus 170 favorite, and he's going up against Ovince St. Preux, who's 25-15 and is the plus 145 underdog. What do you see in this matchup?
Well, I see OSP is back at heavyweight on a short notice fight against a man who is looking to get back on the winning side of the decision in Tanner Boser. Lately, OSP has been a more cautious fighter and keeps distance, looking for a kill shot. Boser likes to move forward, and he likes to headhunt and move within the punches. When I'm watching that fight between OSP and Ben Rothwell, the main event, not the main event, but the debut at heavyweight, I was pretty underwhelmed, if I'm going to be honest with you. I thought OSP going in there was going to dominate. Lightweight moving up. He moves faster. He's a big guy, 6'3", has a really decent reach at 80 inches. And he was just overwhelmed by Ben Rothwell. And I think that's going to be the same thing with this fight with Tanner Boser. Boser just moves right forward, gets you back on the cage, and just wails on you. Now, the thing that could kind of play the opposite for Tanner Boser is OSP's great on the ground. That Von Flue choke is amazing. They should call it the OSP choke or the St. Preux choke, but
if he just hasn't used it in a while.
Yeah, because I don't think he's had the opportunity. He's kind of turned into Tyron Woodley to me, where he just stands there, moves distance, does enough to get ahead on the scorecards, but doesn't do enough damage. He looks for that kill shot, and it looks very cautious. And I think that is going to go into it a little bit more after that fight with Jamal Hill, where it exposed him, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with Boser. I think he's going to be too much. I'm going to go with Boser by. Who do you got in this fight?
This was a pretty good one, but I'm going to test you with that because I feel like the big thing with Vince St. Preux is the fact that he has basically a glass chin now, and I think that's why he acts the way he does now. But first, you got Vince St. Preux, who fights out of Knoxville, Tennessee. He's from Haiti. He's 38 years old, 207 pounds, 6'3" with a 80-inch reach, and he fights out of Knoxville Martial Arts Academy gym. Then you got Tanner Boser, who is fighting out of Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada. He's 29 years old, 242 pounds, 6'2", with a 75.5-inch reach, and he fights out of Hayabusa Training Center gym. First, you got Ovince St. Preux. He's a southpaw fighter who likes to use his kicking game. His hands need improvement, but he likes to throw check right hooks. He leaves his lead hand low, which is concerning, and he has awkward bounce at times. So it looks like when he gets hit that he's stumbled, but it's just him with his awkward bounce. His body kicks and high kicks are his go-to shots. He's very good submission game, as you said, with the Von Flue choke, and he's really good on top of his opponent on the mat. His chin is really bad, and he tends to gas out pretty fast now. Then you got Tanner Boser. He throws a lot of feints and has the hand speed advantage against most fighters in the division, but his striking is pretty limited. He has speed and volume and likes to throw the overhand rights. He has a good lower calf kick, has good footwork, and a granite chin. He has subpar get-ups when he gets taken down, and then he needs to stay on his feet. He likes to throw it at kickboxing range. That's where he's most comfortable. I think, just like you said in this matchup, you would want to, on paper, go with Ovince St. Preux because of his height, his reach, and just the intangibles that he has. But I just feel like he's fighting scared. You look at it, it's all on what St. Preux shows up. That's why he's rotated wins and losses, because he puts in a good performance and then he puts in a horrible one where he gets knocked out or basically just beat up. And I think it's because of his glass chin. And I feel like he's not going to be able to do that against a guy like Tanner Boser, who has lost 2 fights, in which the last fight I thought maybe he should have won against Latifi, and one more loss, and he might be out of the UFC. So I feel like Boser's going to come in with more urgency. That's going to be the word right there is urgency. He's going to come in, use his speed because he's very quick, and his hand speed's good, and he's going to come in and just start throwing strikes at him, and even his kicks. And I could see him going for takedowns and then trying to wear out Vince St. Preux. And I feel like this is I want to say knockout by Boser, but I feel more comfortable saying decision victory by Tanner Boser.
Of course. I mean, it's the decision is the get out of jail free card because it's there, right? That's always an option. This is going to be the biggest win, in my opinion, for Tanner Boser because regardless of weight class, OSP is a big name in UFC. He's built like an action figure. Like he looks like he is like a Marvel superhero, if you will.
Yeah.
But also, he at one point was compared to John Jones, and then was talked about as being a great matchup for John Jones. So it's experience, age catching up with OSP, and the divisions getting faster and stronger, and a little more quicker than what he's used to. But I'm always entertained when OSP fights. I think this is going to be a good fight, but I'm going to stick with Tanner Boser.
Yeah, I just feel like he's going to be more urgent, and I feel like he's going to fight more aggressive, and he'll be able to get ahead on the scorecards. The only thing he has to watch out is himself getting knocked down. I think he could be dominating, and all of a sudden Vince Preux could have a really good minute and then pull off like an upset somehow with like a knockdown. But I think in this matchup, I'm still going with Boser.
Yeah, me too.